now we're gonna get into our reviews, and our first review is The Equalizer 3, which
Oh,
we both
yeah.
saw yesterday because I was going to see it and Christine wanted to come with me, so I took you to go see it. I think this is an R-rated action movie in the
Definitely is
U.S.,
R-rated. They put a
but it's
couple of
rated
things in there to
it's
make
rated
it R-rated.
it's rated 14A here in Canada.
Really?
Yep.
It's got a couple of bad things in it.
Yeah, violence in Canada doesn't get the hard ratings that it does in some other countries, you know. Maybe we're just too slack here. I don't know.
Hang
But yeah.
pensioners from the apartment building railings. That's 14A.
Yeah. Well, some of the kids in this movie were we're not going to spoil this. This will be spoiler free.
Okay.
But some of the kids in this movie, they grew up really fast. They're around a lot of dead bodies and that. So anyway, basic story is Robert McCall, he's back.
Yeah, I didn't know what his name was. Yeah, I never saw these before.
He's going by Roberto here because he's Italian now. So all of his enemies in the U.S., he's taking them all out, you know. Well, the first one, he took them out in a Home Depot. And then the second one, he went to like Massachusetts and was fighting them in this giant tropical storm. The last time we saw him, he was just sitting in the house watching the storm. We're like, okay.
Well, he's got a better locale, I would say now.
Oh yeah, so now he's in Italy.
Sweet.
Okay, he ends up in Italy kind of by accident. And you know, he likes it there and the people are nice to him, so he's going to stick around. And then, you know what? Italian mafia shows up again, you know?
Yeah.
One of the crime families, but you know what? Robert McCall's there. He's going to inflict some Justizio Italiano. He don't take no shit from anyone. I left a spoiler-free review reaction on my channel there yesterday.
Yes.
But what can we say about this? What are your overall thoughts on this? Remember, we're not spoiling it.
Well, now I want to go to Italy, but I'm going to have to wear my bulletproof vest and make sure that I take my arthritis medication.
Well, you didn't know Italy is all stairs?
There's a lot of stairs. Well, it's kind of a joke because there's a lot of stairs in this. Yeah, it makes Italy look fantastic. However, there is a little bit of problem there with the mob.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that bad.
They're not very friendly.
I don't know if it's that bad in Italy. But anyway.
I doubt it.
We need an equalizer in each town over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really for me, but I went because you were going and I wanted to go somewhere. But, yeah, there was a couple of really intense, violent scenes that I didn't care for.
You should put that on the poster. You were going, and I wanted to go out somewhere, so I went with you.
So I went.
There's a review for the poster. You know what? They should put that on the Blu-ray release or the 4K release.
I mean, I didn't know the character. I didn't know that Roberto was a joke. I didn't know his name was
Robert McCall.
I didn't know until almost the movie was over what his name was.
So you didn't see the first two?
No. But I mean, I think that if you know the Equalizer, this is gonna deliver. I think that it delivered what it was supposed to deliver. It's just not my kind of package.
I found this one had more like blood and guts in it.
It was kind of bad
than the previous ones. I don't remember the previous two being so
it was very
bloody
violent.
And visceral.
It was
almost like a Saw movie.
Well, yeah, but
Most
who
of the
they were being violent to was not nice either.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Robert McCall was getting righteous vengeance on these douchebags, okay?
Yes, they made us hate the bad guys.
The guys who he kills, they deserve it. And you're rooting for them to die in the worst way possible, and that's what you get in this.
Everyone
it's like
in the theater, like, you want to squish their heads, right?
That's what you get from a movie like this. You're like, I hope he kills them. He's like stabbing them, and then he gets them, right?
Yeah.
And he really viscerally and violent. They suffer. So you're right in there. So this is a movie to satisfy your bloodlust. That's what this movie is.
I don't think I have one.
Yeah?
But I didn't like the bad guys, and they got their comeuppance.
Yeah,
that's a spoiler. I don't think it is, because I think this is what these movies are all about.
That's every action movie.
Bad guys getting their comeuppance.
Of course. So this currently has a 75% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes and a 91% audience score, but it only has just over 100 plus verified ratings. So we'll be getting a lot more. But so far, that's good scores. Three-quarters of critics liking it, and then most of the audience are saying good things.
If you like the Equalizer movies, I'm sure this is like, this fits the bill, basically. So you're going to enjoy it. It's well done. I mean, it's just not my kind of thing.
Yeah. It's made by Antoine Fuqua, who did the first two as well with Denzel Washington. I think the second one was Denzel Washington's like first sequel ever. Or one of his first. Don't quote me on that, but because he doesn't do sequels.
Oh, I mean, he's excellent. I love Denzel Washington, so.
Yeah.
That's the good. It's in Italy. It's gorgeous, and Denzel is there. So those are the good things.
He doesn't look like he's like, no offense, but he's an older actor. I don't think he enjoyed probably walking up and down those stairs all the time.
We don't want to give something away on it, but yeah, he had to do a lot of walking. But he wasn't in. He was a bit hurt.
He's almost 70.
Yeah. Jeez. But I think this was an appropriate way to deal with that. As to what happens in the film, I think that was great.
So who doesn't want to see, a guy in his late 60s taking on the mafia and just ripping them to shreds? So
he's good at it. Oh yeah, and Dakota Fanning.
Was that her? Think of her? She's in it. She didn't really do anything to impress me in that film.
I thought her acting was good, but I mean, her character is almost like unnecessary.
Yeah, it could have been anyone.
Yeah.
So,
but I didn't mind her.
I mean, she's good in it, but she isn't given anything to do.
No, she's not given a lot, and anyway, we don't want to give anything away, but she's in it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I would recommend, if you enjoyed this, go check out the other two. I found the other two because he just takes them out as fast as possible.
It would have been more fun if she would have been the head of the mafia. That would have been more fun. A better role for her. That would have been a ball.
Well, maybe you should go watch what was Toni Collette's movie from earlier this year?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Mafia Mama.
I didn't see that, but that's what I was thinking. That would be a real good juicy.
That was quite funny. Okay, I recommend checking out Mafia Mama, but I also recommend checking out The Equalizer 3, which is new out this weekend. And yeah, if you like the first two, I'd say this one's probably even better, right? Maybe not as good as the first one, but I definitely had a good time with it.
I thought it was well done for that.
Let us know what you think down in the comments below. Always thankful for anyone who gives us a like. Feel free to subscribe for more content.